Hello, I had an announcement to make. So the outcome I got for my second project or second part might indeed seem like I spent like a few hours or something. Yeah, and I agree because it didn't really have that much of thing. But the thing is, my 20% time project is reading books. And you have to remember the project's main purpose, I mean, the 20% time project's main purpose for me is getting closer to books, not working on projects. And additionally, in the proposal, I exactly said something instead of projects. But the reason why I always say projects is because that's like the only word that fits something the most that doesn't sound as vague. And something was my original word because I simply wanted it to be a measure or evidence, and maybe hoping it would inspire me or make reading books interesting and fun. And for numeric form of my free times to just to make sure, I also am preparing for going to public high school, which means I have to attend to many academies. And I go to academy pretty much every day, and that takes most of my free time away. I have about 1 to 2 hours of free time on regular days and 5 hours on weekends, which adds up to about um like 4 hours a week. And considering the fact that there was my grandfather's birthday in the first week's weekend and grandmother's birthday on second weekend, it adds up to 10 hours for free time for the second part of my project. I mean, this until the second checkpoint. And remember, I'm just reading books and this project thing is just a measure. I uploaded me answering ethical questions because that was pretty much the only thing I could think of for the book. And since there was and can be a misunderstanding between me and the viewers, such as it doesn't seem like you've spent 20% of your time or something, I chose to stream every day for reading Bible. I chose to start me reading start my reading from Matthew because Matthew is the start of the New Testament and it includes many miracles, or it's the start of Jesus' miracles performance. And over recently, I've been suffering from sleep paralysis and trauma coming out of my head. I thought I would need some healing, and Bible's the best. It's eligible. I would stream or record privately without any editing to prove that I actually am spending 20% of my time and link them over down in the debate section. I will leave how much I read in the description of every video and the time I spent. Additionally, I read two extra books on both the first and the second checkpoint of my 20% project. I was planning to mention them on my final presentation, but it seemed like this is the right time. I didn't make this reading official because then I would lose my interest. I just wanted to keep my reading as fun and interesting as possible. And if I make like I would read 3 books, that would be quite boring for me or bored for me. So I really tried to read many books but not make the least. So set my goal as like 1 or 2, but then read actually like twice more. That was my goal, but yeah. For checkpoint 1, I read a book called 뚱뚱한 신사 and 카타리나 블륨의 잃어버린 명예. And for my checkpoint 2, I read 10대를 위한 생각하는 헌법 and 두 도시 이야기. All of these books are related to the books I read that I set it up for my goal, which was The The Unmapped Minds and the Father story for my checkpoint 1, and Justice for my checkpoint 2. So long story short, my third week or third part of the project's goal changed, which was from 미쳐 미친다 and 신곡 to Book of the Bible. And I might make a whole document of me writing the whole, like, my feeling or something like that. And yeah, that's it for my announcement. And yeah, I am actually spending more than 20% of my free times. And yeah, bye bye.